unironically really enjoyed the helicopter song, and it's in Bosnian, so I know what he's saying. The song makes zero sense. Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Skye, and today I'm going to be doing a multi-palette bingo using Glaminatrix. Now, Glaminatrix are my favorite indie brand. That's quite a bold move to say. I think they are my favorite indie brand. I absolutely love the color stories they come out with. I love their formulas, and I'm a big slag for Glaminatrix, and I own currently all of the palettes in their lineup, so I thought that I would do a multi-palette bingo. Now, I know that they are coming out with the Glamorous palette, which I obviously don't have just yet. I'll probably be receiving that in PR, so don't worry, videos will be coming out with that. And all of these palettes were sent in PR except for the Sandra Rose mini palette. I did purchase this one myself. I'm hella grateful to be on like my favorite indie brands PR list, like that's kind of mad. But we're gonna get started. So we're gonna be using a random number generator, and I'm gonna be picking one shadow from each palette. So before we pick out the shades, I'm just gonna show you what each palette looks like. So this right here is the Sandra Rose mini palette. We have a lovely array of shades, lots of brights, some neutrals, and this beautiful multi-chrome bloom. I absolutely adore this shade. We have the Nocturnal palette, which is probably my favorite Glaminatrix palette, if I have to name one of them as my favorite. I love the grungy tones in here. The multi-chromes are beautiful. And then we have the You Beauty palette, the palette inspired by Australia. And the most recent palette in their lineup, aside from the Glamorous palette, this is Nearly Natural. So we're gonna go in order of the palettes that I've showed, and we're going to be numbering them by rows. So that is 1, 2, 5. Every time I do these videos, I always preface that I am arse at numbers. I can't read them properly. I have dyscalculia, don't laugh at me. So it takes me a while to count out these shades, but I always cut that out of the video. But now I am telling you. I'm telling you my secrets and my flaws. You're welcome. So the Sandra Rose palette has 15 pans in it, so I will get my trusty dusty random number generator. So this is the number that was already generated. I apologize for the flashing. The shutter speed of the camera messes with the lighting on here, so I won't hold it up for too long in case you're photosensitive, but we're going to generate a number. 7 was already generated there beforehand, so that is 13. Okay, so our first shade is this one right here called Seed. The most neutral one of the bunch, aside from Pollen, which I guess makes sense considering we do actually have like a neutral palette to work with, but like, I wanted it to throw us off. Glaminatrix's mattes are super powdery and I really love them. So that is Seed right there, super pigmented and beautiful. All right, now we're going into the Nocturnal, which is a 12 pan palette. And let's generate a number. 3. So 3 is Witching Hour, which is this deep purple matte that matches with Seed quite nicely. So far this look is going to be very dark. As you can see right there, Witching Hour is the second shade down there. It's a really deep plum shade. All right, now moving on to the You Beauty palette, and this one is also a 12 pan palette. So we shall generate number 11. So the 11th shade is Flaming Galah right here, which is the iridescent multi-chrome, which, yes, we have an inner corner shade. Palette bingo gods are loving me today. I love this shade so much. I know my finger is stained from the other shades, but this is just one of my favorite multi-chromes in my collection, like, period. It's just so smooth and it's so chromatic and just, oh, you can see the shifts there. It is beautiful. And the final palette is the Nearly Natural palette. So this palette has 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 pans. Okay, we're gonna generate the final number. 10. Okay, so the 10th shade is this one right here called Stripped Back. And it's kind of like a silvery, like a silver shade. It's a silvery grey. It's got a bit of purple in it actually. So that is Stripped Back right there. So honestly, extremely neutral. I wasn't expecting something super like pared back. Obviously, like I knew with the Nearly Natural palette we would have something a bit more natural. Like we definitely would have at least one neutral shade. But this is kind of like it's kind of a cute quad actually. It's just very neutral. I wasn't expecting that. So I'm gonna zoom you in a little bit closer and we shall figure out what we're gonna do. I'm thinking of doing probably like a big bold winged look. I usually like to do those if I have like darker shades. I am being a brave soul. I am still filming today even while my tummy hurts. I'm a sensitive boy. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna be priming my eyeballs with All Reliable Milani eye primer. I know I've done like a really big bold winged look recently in my nearly natural like 2 looks video, but like, I can't lie, when something will work, you just gotta roll with it. Rightio, so I think first things first, I'm gonna sketch out a shape with the shade Seed. This ain't a new type of look for me to do, this is quite a standard shape for me, but like I said, if it works, it works. So, the good thing about Glaminatrix's like matte shadows, especially the deep ones, they are just so fucking pigmented that they just work so nicely as a liner. Like, look at that. I barely did anything there. And then we're gonna go wee. Honestly, you could do graphic. Shall I do graphic liner instead? No. We're doing a smoky look. Although these shadows are super good for graphic liner, because look at that. Look how pigmented that is. Love it. Also, slightly off topic, I know that the Sandra Rose mini palette, this one's no longer available, and same with the Nocturnal actually, this is no longer available either. And I know these palettes aren't new, but would you still like to see 2 looks plus review videos with them? Let me know, because it is on my list to do, and I love Glaminatrix, but if you guys aren't really interested, then I won't like rush to do them, but let me know if you're interested. I wish this was live so you guys could help me, because now I'm really torn that I like turn it into like a graphic liner moment. Because then I could do like the purple like here, and then like the silvery colour as like the inner part. You know what? I'm doing that. Okay, we're gonna be taking Witching Hour, which is the second shade right there. If this goes tits up, then we'll do the smoky look. But if it works, we will do the graphic liner look. And I'm just gonna... And I actually might leave it like that. Because normally I bring it out like right into the inner corner, but I think leaving it out there is kind of cool. Like not bringing it super far down. And I'm actually going to go back into that Seed shade just to kind of marry the 2 shades together. Oh my god, they're getting married. I'm so... congratulations. Now here's the thing, right? Witching Hour and Seed are both... it kind of just looks like I have put one eyeshadow on. It doesn't look like I've put multiple. I do love doing graphic liner because when I do this, the line moves, and I think that's kind of funny. Okay, now I really want to put Stripped Back. I want to put this shade kind of as like a little like accent, kind of like alternating, so like put a line there and on the inner portion. So in order to do that, I'm going to be taking some Fenty Pixie Epoxy on my brush. So I'm just going to put that on the back of my hand and then dip my brush into it. I highly recommend that if you want to do graphic liner with shimmery shadows, you use like a glitter glue or Fenty Pixie Epoxy, whatever you have on hand. You're not really going to be able to see this, but I'm just going to be tracing that bottom part there. And then, because I want to alternate it, I'm going to put some on the inner portion of this lid. I literally woke up today and I was like, I have no idea what kind of look I want to do. That's why I really like palette bingos. You never know what you're gonna get. I'm just gonna let that dry a little bit so it gets a bit tacky. And now I'm gonna be taking Stripped Back right here. And we're doing the classic stamp on and then like rub. The stamp and rub. The stamp and smooth, I should probably say. That makes a little bit more sense. But I've barely used this Stripped Back shade. Like, I've used it a couple times, but like, that is really pretty. I don't know if you can really see. It is super pretty. I need to use that shade more. Okay, I love that effect. I think that is really fucking cool. The only sad thing is I really wish that Witching Hour like was a bit more like brighter than Seed, because you can barely tell the difference between the two shadows, but I mean, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Radio, and of course for my inner corners we're gonna be using Flaming Galah. I'm so glad that we got an iridescent shadow. I feel like I can make any look work as long as I have an iridescent shadow. It is simply the only way I know how to do makeup, apparently. Gonna plonk that on the inner corner, just to finish things up. Okay, I'm going to do the other eye off camera, finish off the rest of my makeup, and we'll be back to talk about the final look. Okay, so I have completed the other eye and done the rest of my makeup. If you're curious about what I put on my face, for my blush, I am currently using the Patick Blush Duo in She's Baked. I used the matte shade right here. For my waterline, I used the Colourpop Creme Gel Liner in Kicker. I wanted to match the silver graphic liner that we did. And for my lips, I am using the Kaleidos lip clay in Mercury Wave, and I think it just ties the look together really nicely, and I love this lipstick. The application, I'm gonna be honest, I had a bit of a dodgy application day today, but I feel like an alien bitch. This one bit of hair. It's the Superman curl. It's coming out. Some would say it's the Superman curl. I would say it's the commander from Sky High. Don't know if I've ever mentioned it on YouTube, but I have a really intense obsession with the movie Sky High. I am tempted to make a whole video essay about it, but I don't know if I ever will. Anyways, let's zoom in a bit closer so you can see the final look right here. As you can see, I did bonk my eye with mascara, and I tried to clean it up as best as I could, but I didn't have any makeup remover left, and I didn't have any cotton rounds left, so we're working with it. This is the look right here. Honestly, so fucking cool. Like, I don't think you would have expected that I used 4 different palettes to create this look, and also like a random number generator to create this. I think it came out super awesome. Like, I wasn't expecting to do like a graphic shape. I fully thought I was gonna do the smoky eye, but oh, I love it, and I love the way that the silver is like alternating. It's just, oh, I love it so much. This look is awesome. Not to toot my hoot, but I think I kind of popped off with this look. But anyways, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Do let me know if you'd like to see dedicated videos with the Sandra Rose Mini and the Nocturnal palette, if you'd like to see like more looks with those, and any other palette bingo recommendations that you would like to see from me. I would love to do another multi-palette bingo, but I think Glaminatrix is the only brand that I have multiple palettes of. Like, oh no, I have a few Kaleidos palettes. I have a few Odin's Eye we could do. Let me know. Would you like to see another multi-palette bingo? If you'd like to see more makeup content from me, then you can follow me on my Instagram. It's beautyybyskye right here. I post all my looks there, and I'm active on there every single day. If you'd like to support me further, I do have my own small business, Rain Cloud Candles Co. We are a small queer-owned business based in the UK, and we make handmade candles. The link to shop will be down below, along with our social media if you'd like to support us. We are currently working on the Halloween like spooky collection. It's not released just yet, but I've been sneak peeking it slowly, and we're working on it, and I will say that the scents are stunning. I might be biased though. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you here, and as always, stay safe, wash your hands, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.